Welcome to Jerry's Fly Tying Tips. I am currently a member of the Dynaking Pro team and also the fly tying field editor for Fly Fishers magazine. I hope you enjoy this video and love tying flies as much as I do. Thank you. The Split Tail Nymph, developed by Philadelphian Dave Baker and member of Mainline Fly Tyers. Materials needed for this fly: a hook, and I'm using a size 12 Daiichi 1560 because it's a 1XL shank hook. Thread, orange 6/0 70 denier. Wood duck fibers tied split 1 1/4 length of the shank of the hook. Rib, fine silver wire. Body, hare's ear mask, red fox squirrel mixed with a little clear antron. And the hackle is brown partridge. Attach your thread to the hook shank. Then bring your thread towards the bend of the hook. When your thread is at the bend of the hook, tie a little ball of thread right at the bend of the hook. This will help support the split tail and help it split, and will raise it up just a bit. Now take a bunch of wood duck fibers and measure them to the shank of the hook. They should be about 1 1/4 the length of the shank of the hook, extending past the bend of the hook. Also make a few wraps underneath the tail. This will also help support the tail. Now take your bodkin and split it down the middle of the tail. Once you split it, run the thread through the middle of the tail. I like to go from the underneath to the top, and then I'll repeat myself and go from the top underneath and wrap onto the shank of the hook. This is how the fly got its name, the split tail. Now we'll take some fine silver wire and we'll tie it to the under shank of the hook and then secure it to the bend of the hook. Now we'll take a mixture of dark hare's mask, red fox squirrel, and a pinch of antron yarn. You don't want to put too much antron yarn in your mix. You just want enough to add a little flash. So what you want to do is dub a nice tight tapered body. By doing that, you use little amounts of dubbing fur as you twist it onto the tying thread, a little at a time. You might have to use wax, that's up to you. I normally don't. The thread is usually pre-waxed, but sometimes with furs like this, they are very stiff, lots of guard hairs. Sometimes a little bit of wax on your fingers or on the thread is just what you need to tie a nice tight dubbing body. Now take the silver wire and we're going to rib the body in nice even turns. So what you want to do is go under the shank of the hook and over the top of the body and wrap about 5 nice turns, or 6 depending on your spacing between turns. Don't make them too tight. You just want them nice and even. Now we'll cut the wire off. I'll just grab a pair of wire cutters and trim it. Now we'll take a brown partridge feather. We're going to tie this at the tip. I try to fold the hackle first, so I'm going to tie it in by the tip and give 2 to 2.5 wraps, and make sure that the fibers do not extend too far past the point of the hook. With each turn of the partridge hackle, I usually stroke the fibers towards the bend of the hook. Just 2 will do it. Tie off the partridge hackle, trim the stem, and then make the head of the fly. Next, you want to whip finish it, cut your thread, and add a drop of head cement to strengthen and give the head a little bit of a shiny lacquer look. Here's the finished split tail nymph.